Welcome back. I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today I hope this is the final installment of putting Power Beyond on this 1855. I just got in the mail the new T-fitting, so we should be able to connect everything up. We'll have to rebend our bracket because it's going to be about a ½ inch too tall now. So hopefully we can get all this done and finally hook it up and make sure that it works with the planter like we want it to. So let's get started. I tightened everything loosely on here just to keep the dirt out of it, so now we get to undo all that so we can put the new T in. And hopefully we got enough room to do everything we need to do. Once again, you can see there while I'm doing this, at one point in this fitting's life it had a very bad cross thread problem, but it was still able to be used because it was on here, but it's time to replace it. There we go. I think that's probably good. Let's just see loosely what we have here. That's right. Now we'll see if we have enough room here to get this on, or we'll have to change the angle, in which case we'll have to probably bend our line a little bit, which I really don't want to do. Ooh, it really needs to go just a shade that way. And can we get it on there? Now, this is probably where we'll end up cross-threading our brand new one, and I don't want to do that. I should probably take the rest of all of this off of here, but there we go. Are we going? Felt like we were. Nope, we've already started cross-threading, I think. I can't see what I'm doing because of the obesity. So I have no idea, without doing some climbing here, whether or not we're square or not. It looks like it, but looks are deceiving. There we go. That feels like we're going the right way. That feels good. Now, before we totally tighten it, we need to make sure that we've got the clearance there. I think we do. So we'll just tighten the crap out of it and hope that we got it quite right. We're gonna have to engineer everything here. I'm wondering if I should have went around one more time with this. It seems pretty tight, but I guess it'll probably let me know later when it leaks. I don't know. I suppose what we can do now is start the tractor up and check for leaks, because everything should be tight. Might double check. That's tight. This needs just a little bit. So we can try to start it, make sure nothing is leaking. I really am thinking that should have probably go in a little bit farther, but maybe not. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Got one leak I see up there out of this line we need to address, and also in doing what we did, somehow we messed up our draft control linkage and now it's wanting to lift too high, so we need to address that. So I'll try to get in here. And address that, although I would like the hose to be pointed not quite like that. We'll find something to wedge in there to make that happen. That will work if I can get the thing. Ah, crap. Well, now this one needs to be clocked down just a little bit. That needs to be. We're getting very close. Now the only thing is if it's leaking or not. There. Okay. Now let's do trial number 2 and check everything else over a little bit better. We'll leave the 3-point hitch down for now. I don't know how we messed up the linkage, but we'll have to address that. It might be because And I can't remember that for sure, but it might be because of the sheet metal not being on, and the tower was actually stopping us from going all the way up. So we may address that later, but it's still, I don't like the idea that it's able to go up that high, because that will cause problems potentially. So we'll start it again and check, make sure we got the leaks stopped, and then we'll go from there. Well, so far I think it's looking good. Turn the Power Beyond on and see if we get any leaks. We'll check our work down here. I don't see any leaks down here. That's good. New fitting. Looking pretty good. Okay, so now to finish it up, we're going to put one of these clamps on that line. And some things, when you order one, they send you a bag full. So I've got enough of these to last the rest of my life, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll put this clamp on here, and hopefully we can get it on there fairly simply. Have to open it up a little. There we go. Something that hasn't been on this tractor since I've owned it. So that's kind of nice. It's going to be like it's supposed to be. Good, that's the second time I've dropped that. That's good. That's fine. All right. Now, just to be able to hold everything, and you still be able to see what I'm doing. That's always the challenge, is to try to make it where it's not just me talking and nothing happening for you, but I don't know. Would have been easier if I would have put the nut on the outside, but I thought it'd be kind of nice to not have that sticking out. Maybe I'm wrong about that. There we go. Now our line is nice and tight. That's holding back on it just a little bit so it's not flopping around. And it's not leaking, so that's good. Let's go over here and check it out. We need to clean that up. That's just a mess under here, but it is not dripping as far as I can tell, so that's good. We'll take it up here in a minute and wash it off. Next order of business is going to be redoing our bracket, sadly enough. You can see how far off it is now. You know, it would just about sit on top of the bolts that are here. And yeah, a guy could, you know, put spacers in or something, but that's gonna look stupid. Might as well just rebend it and start over. Probably might even have to scrap this one altogether and start over. I'm not sure if I can get enough out of it or not, but anyway, we'll just go to it. We'll bend on it and see what we come up with. Let's see. We need to heat that up and smash it flat again, because it goes like that. So I'll get a torch and we'll start in on it. Well, bye-bye paint. Well, now we're flat again, so we can start over. And probably would be a good idea to wait until this cools a little bit, just so that it doesn't bend in the same place. And we'll try to go up a little bit higher, fold it over. That's basically 90 degrees, right? I'm afraid I'm going to be into my old holes with the new holes, but I'm willing to give this a try, and if I don't like it, I'll scrap it and start over. But I'm going to go work on this some more, see what I can figure out with it, and then I'll show it to you when it's done. Well, when I mentioned that that was dirty under there, someone pointed out, wouldn't that be a great job for a cordless pressure washer? So I agree. So we're going to try to clean up some of this mess, and then maybe we can put the rest of the sheet metal back on. Okay, so here's our finished bracket. I can't say that I'm as proud of this one as I was of the first version, but it'll work. I got a little bit aggressive with the grinder on the edges, and my bolts are pretty well close to the edge of the plate, but it'll still work. It's doing what it's supposed to. So we'll tighten this down and then see how it looks when we're all done. So here's our new bracket. It's on there. Everything feels solid, and I think that's going to be what we want. It doesn't interfere. I did cut it down a little shorter on the front side too. So I think it's still doing its job. This is doing a lot of our strength, I guess you'd say, but this is just to help support this so that this doesn't break off. So I think this will work. Surprised that this is actually the next day working on this, and I noticed while I was editing the first part that I didn't put this clamp on how I'd like. I really want to put both legs of this clamp on the same side so that it doesn't rub into the line, this bracket here. I don't think it could get down there, but just in case, I think it'd be better to have it on the same side so that it can't do that. So I'm going to change that real quick. Well, that looks more better, so I think we'll go with that. And I think now we are finally ready, despite not having all the sheet metal on, but I think we're finally ready to go try it running the blower on the planter. I'm going to take it up and wash it again because I did not get everything yesterday totally clean like I wanted, and I guess when I was washing one side, I got the other side dirty, so I'm going to do it again. And I see another project that I'm going to get to do, and that is put a seal in this lift arm because it has run oil down. You can't really see it, but trust me, it's dripped down, and it's dripped on the valve and going down, and it's coming from up high. So we're going to have to address that at some point, and that might as well be now. Eventually, I see that we're going to take this whole thing off the top because my lift arms went back down again. So about the only thing that it can be is the seal in the piston inside. So I would say either this summer or next winter, I'll take all this off and fix that. But it's not going to be right now because we got to get moving on this project. There's still stuff to do to the new planter, and I don't want to be messing with this. So If I can get it started here, we'll take it over and hook it up and see what it sounds like running the planter. Okay, so we're backed up here. I don't need to put the pin in just to do this, but we'll get our hoses dug out here. And this one, which is covered with crap, should be the one that our pressure goes into, because it goes into this filter and then on through the system. And then this other side should be our return. Probably gonna have to do something about that. That looks pretty bad. So we'll test it for today. I had it running on the remotes when I brought the thing home, but we'll see if our new setup works like we thought it would. So stiff. All right, let's give it a try. All right. You can feel that it's blowing air. I don't really know how to show you. Well, like this. You can see that it is in fact turning. Sadly enough though, my gauge is broken. I've got a new one, but I haven't got it mounted up yet. This one appears that the needle is gone. So when we work on the planter, that'll be in that video. But it is running, and we can crank it way up or down off the planter. That's pretty good. So there we go. Good job. Should be able to shut it off from the seat. And it is shutting off. So I think we've accomplished what we wanted after a very long to-do. Let's try it one more time. Very nice. Even with the tractor revved up, it's working right. We do have to put in our new filter because this is leaking, but like I said, that'll be in a video on the working on the planter. The 310 turbo sound. Sounds pretty good. We'll check on this too. Everything down here looks pretty dry, so that's good. I I don't think I'll put this on yet, cover on, because like I said, I want to wash it again, and we're going to put that lift arm seal in, and we'll have to drain the oil out again to do that. Well, I think we're going to call that the end of the Power Beyond project. It has taken us a very long time, but we have a better machine in the end from all the stuff we've done. We just need to finish cleaning it up and put the sheet metal back on. But like I said, I'm going to replace that seal, I think, in the lift arm, and then we'll put it back together again. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed some of this series, at least. It's had its highs and lows, but we're at the end of it now, so we can hopefully move on to other projects. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and like the video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.